Hello, everybody. I am Neeraj Bharadwaj, Faculty for Geography Optional and General Studies at Metamorphosis IAS Academy, New Delhi. In this video session, we are going to discuss the question of UPSC mains examination so that as a candidate, you will be able to learn the art of writing and attempting the question. Today's question is from the year 2020 UPSC mains examination, and here you will find that the question was on discuss geographical characteristics of circum-Pacific zone. As you can see that the terms are the discuss geographical characteristics of circum-Pacific zone, and in this the word limit is given as 150 words. Word limit is given as 150 words, and there you will see that in 150 words what you are supposed to write. So here the idea is that we will be discussing that how to pick the direction first, and that's why as a candidate you are supposed to understand that what are the key words UPSC has used in the entire question framing. Then here you will find that it is about the geographical characteristics. As it is mentioned here, the term is discuss about the geographical characteristics, and then it is the circum-Pacific zone. It means that in this area, what sort of geographical characteristics you can find out. This is what you are supposed to write. Now, you see that in this, if you are talking about geographical characteristics, then what does it mean? What does it mean? It means that you have to talk about, number one, geomorphological aspect. Geomorphological aspect. And this geomorphological aspect will include the geology or the geological features of a ring of fire. Ring of fire. Circum-Pacific belt, that is also known as the ring of fire because of its unique feature. The plates and their related activities. The third aspect is volcanism. Fourth aspect is seismicity. And the final aspect is there, and that is called the chain of islands. Chain of islands, which are called island arcs. But here we need to be very careful. Why? Because it seems to be very simple and everybody might be thinking about this. Just suppose that if the intention of UPSC was to ask about the geomorphological feature, what is geological feature, what of ring of fire, what sort of plates are there, what sort of volcanism is there, seismicity is there, or the island arcs are there, then why instead of geographical they didn't use geomorphological features or the geomorphological characteristics? And if they are asking for the geographical, so does it confine only to geomorphological? Answer is no, because geography is not only the study of geomorphology. It also talks about climatic conditions. It also talks about economic conditions. Or the characteristics, you can say, as well as the human characteristics. So So how to divide your 150 words into this? This is a very basic question. First of all, we need to understand that since this area is larger area, obviously the number of words which are consumed into this will be more. Geological features of ring of fire, in this you have to talk about the location, entire location. What sort of plates are there? Like the Juan de Fuca plate, North American plate, Nazca plate, Cocos plate, Caribbean plate, and then Aleutian plate is there, Amur plate is there. So many plates, Philippine plates are there, Bismarck plate is there. So many plates are there. You have to talk about them and the tectonic movement. Thereafter, the outcome will be definitely the volcanism. You will be talking about the examples you can take. Like the Mount Fuji is there, Mount Rainier is there, Mount Shasta is there, Mount Cotopaxi is there, Aconcagua is there, mountain chains are there. Everything you can talk about here. Seismicity also you will talk, and the island arcs like the Philippines, like the Japan, like the Indonesia, you will talk. What number of words which this area will consume, that should be rationally around 75, almost half of the answer. Thereafter the challenge is that what you have to write about the economic conditions. Remember, you have to write, like in the economic conditions, what sort of agricultural activities agriculture is there. Then there you will find that because of the climatic condition, you will relate this way. Because of the climatic condition, which is what? Which is in the larger area you will see, then that is the humid, and the temperature is around 27 degrees C to 30 degrees C in most of the area, except those highly extreme northern area like the Alaska and the Kamchatka region. The temperature is going to remain this one. Then obviously the outcome will be, you can talk about the Japan, the prime cultivation, you can talk about the rice, you can talk about Hawaii island, and there the prime cultivation is sugar cane. All right, you can talk about New Zealand, and there the dairy industry or the dairy products like this. And of course, in all these conditions, the climatic conditions and the edaphic conditions must be mentioned. Thereafter, you will see that you will find what? You will find a very different thing, and that is the human aspect. In the human aspect, we have to talk about the population. And in population, we'll be talking about distribution, density, and if any major population problem is there, say for example, if it is the geriatric problem means the old age population problem. Now in this we have to segregate the numbers, means how many words you are supposed to give. In the economic factor, economic you will include with this, and secondly, one thing you need to mention that the industrial activities also, some important resources also you can mention, and there you will find that easily you can cover all these things in this one in around 25 words, and this one in around 20 words. All right, in brief, cut you have to mention, and you have to give some examples as well. For example, if you are simply talking about the geriatric population, immediately write Japan. If you are talking about the high population density, to talk about the Mexico, talk about Japan. If you are talking about the distribution of the population, sparse population means or the balanced good population, then you can talk about the New Zealand. If the agricultural activity has to be talked about, then of course, like give the example Japan, Hawaii, and New Zealand. Climatic condition, all you can mention, because since it is the ring of fire, the marine effect will be more, and that's why that has to be mentioned. Now here the geological features, plate movement, volcanism and all. Nothing should come without example. Means if you are writing suppose 2 sentences, then there must be example of that. Try to create your answer as the case you are presenting in front of the honorable court. That must be supported by the logic and the evidences. So in nutshell, you are supposed to write like this. But here, unfortunately, you will find that many of the candidates restricted themselves up to here only. They misread geographical characteristics as the geomorphological characteristics. So this is what the answer you are supposed to write. I hope that this will definitely help you. If somebody is not able to catch that what I am trying to say, then you can call us in our office, and pleasure will be all mine to share our experience with you people. Thank you very much for watching us, and please keep liking and sharing, because this message must reach to the many people. Thank you.